And what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Joe Fontaine, Joe Fontaine Music, and we're back with another episode. Joe Fontaine Music. And basically, I'm going to do this really fast. Just wanted to show you the Kontakt 5 as well as the Maschine 1.7. And you might have to bear with me on the Kontakts. I'm pretty much new to that. But anyway, 1.7, I'm not going to really go into really great detail because there's not really much to it other than it's just, for example, where the disk icon is. The disk and library tabs are now merged for easy point and click from internal sounds as well as the disk sounds. When you save any kits or basically presets or anything that you do, we now have what's called a user bank. Okay, and that user bank is just, again, it's just going to save anything that you do, like presets or your performance that you just did. So we now have a new keyboard icon or tab, I guess you can call it, and this is where you access your instruments, and we also have an effects tab. Okay, now using the hardware controller to me is a lot easier because you can basically just browse through everything. So you can browse by subtype, type, or basically you can just go through all the sounds, such as samples, for example. Okay, and right here I have the wave tab, where basically you can see a lot of samples, such as stock sounds. We also have this blue tab here. I'm actually redoing mine right now, so these are some kits. And this tab right here is basically where you'll find your user bank, where you'll save anything that you have basically in there. So that's pretty much it with the 1.7. I mean, it's more or less, focused with Complete, because the direct integration with Complete 8 and Complete Ultimate, you want to have basically the most updated versions. The older software is just going to have to wait to get the more updated Native Instruments installers for that software. So the benefit for 1.7 is just basically you can open, you can browse, and you can tweak your presets directly from the Maschine controller. Now with Kontakt 5, there's some new adaptive resonance filters, and you can map out these knobs and stuff like that using the Maschine hardware controller. And I'm also going to take a look at the new, what is it called? The Time Machine Pro for time stretching directly inside Kontakt. So for you guys out there who love to do your time stretching inside Kontakt, you might want to take a look at this. I'm also going to show you the EQ Solid G EQ. Yeah, so anyway, let's just go ahead and get into it. I'm not going to run my mouth too long, so let's just go ahead and jump into that and take a look at that. All right, now as you can see here inside Kontakt, I have this little break that I had chopped up, and I went ahead and I adjusted because it does have a wave editor inside of Kontakt 5. And what I did was I just set it for a loop, so now when I hit my keyboard, just go ahead and it loops it for me. So let's go ahead and wow, what should we look at first, the time stretch or the EQs? Let's jump into the time stretch. Let's do the time stretch first. All right, right here, Time Machine Pro. Now right here you have the tune, and right here you have the speed. So let's go ahead and adjust the speed first. Let's mess around with that. Let's drop it down. I don't know. Let's do 80. I don't know. That's a little off. 80.5. It doesn't matter. This is for demo. Now notice how they have a very dedicated sound driver now, because I don't hear like any glitching in that. I mean, it's slowing down like an MPC to me. I mean, it is like, let me drop the tune down a little bit, because it sounds really good to me. I'll tune it up just a little bit, just see if I can really mess with it. You see what I mean? And it's staying solid. So let me go ahead and bring it up a little more. Let's really get ridiculous here. What the hell? We'll go to 114. So yeah, I'm really impressed with that, because most software. I mean, we have dedicated DAWs out here, and for this, and I have it as, look at this. I have it open as a plugin right now inside of Pro Tools. So for it to be running like this, even in a plugin mode, to have that quality on it is incredible to me, to say the least. Let me go. I did promise. Let me just find that EQ. That solid. Okay, the solid G EQ right here. I'm going to have to put my mic down because I need both hands for this so I can move one knob and hold down the loop. Somebody out there's going to say, just set the loop up top, Joe Fontaine, but I don't feel like doing that right now. All right, so let's take a look at this solid EQ. Now, keep in mind, when you hit this auto tab right here, there are these little mappings here. You can drag these over and map this out to your hardware controller. The Maschine controller. The Maschine Micro, I haven't got my hands on it yet, but I've seen it, and from what I hear, it pretty much works the same, so I'm sure the mappings would work the same. I'm pretty sure on that. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure on that. So anyway... Okay, I'm going to quit doodling around with that for people like, what are you doing? Somebody's probably laughing at it right now. Yeah, so solid EQ. I can't complain. I've been trying to tear it apart, and I just can't. I can't find anything bad to say about it. To be honest, I mean, again, some of the older software, we're going to have to wait to get the installers. But other than that, yeah, I mean, it's a great update. The 1.7, you can go ahead, you can browse through everything right inside your hardware controller, your presets without even, touching the mouse anymore. I mean, it's to the point literally where we can just actually take our mouses and just put our mouses down. Now, you also have the insert effects, the send effects, and stuff like that. So yeah, again, this is really brief, but the 1.7 update, I'm really feeling it. I can't really say anything bad about it right now, other than Native Instruments just has to update our older software. When you get the new Complete 8, of course, the updated installers are already in there, and it will just you just fly right through it. But again, I can't say anything bad about it. Yeah, this is your boy Joe Fontaine of Joe Fontaine Music. Be sure to check me out at www.digitalmusic.yolasite.com. I have drum kits that are available now, such as the Maschine Pad Banger kit. I also have the Psychoacoustic as well as the Beat Mason drum kit. So that's pretty much it. See you on the next one. Peace. Joe Fontaine Music.